What's up, everybody? Tamar Turner here with the Down to Business podcast. And so for today, we sat down with Vic, also known as Only One Vic, out of North Carolina, and really talked about how he got his start in the music and entertainment industry, but also at what moment he realized that it was time to put the distractions to the side. It's time to stop making excuses and really, focus on his brand, focus on furthering his career. And lastly, we were able to end the interview with him just talking about the community and the impact he's already making, but also some things that he hopes to debut for the future. So without further ado, enjoy episode 71, Behind the Scenes.
So I just like to welcome everybody back to another episode of the Down to Business podcast here with Tamar Turner. And whenever it's an ECU link up, whenever I get to sit down, with my folks, with good peoples, I'm always excited. I'm always ready for it. So sitting down today with my boy Vic, Only One Vic, man. We met at ECU. Didn't even meet on really the time of why we here to talk today, but more so met just being cool, just friends of friends. My boy Don, boy Innie, like Chin, all of them. They was good folks. So Vic was somebody who I really kicked it off with. Definitely linked up with him a few times, and it was just always good vibes. A genuine dude, somebody who if you needed something, you needed help, just to get plugged in with anything, bro. Vic was definitely that. But I will say that even after like leaving ECU, even after seeing everything that he was doing and everything that he's currently doing, I'm proud, man. I definitely love to see he's been getting a lot of recognition. He's taking North Carolina by storm. I'm gonna just put it like that. So Vic, how you doing today, bro?
Man, I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. What about you, bro? What about you?
I'm always good. I'm blessed. I can't complain, man. As long as I get to sit down with somebody else, I'm good. So I'm excited to get into the convo. Excited to talk a little bit about it. So for the people tapping in, for the people on the IG live, for the people on your side, my side, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself and then what brings you on the podcast today?
Facts, man. Shit, bro. Like he said, shit, I go by Vic, only one Vic, my stage name and everything. And really, man, you know what I'm saying? Music, bro. You feel me? That's all I promote. That's all I really do. You know what I'm saying? That's like if you met me over the past year, 2 years, it was for the music shit. You feel me?
Yeah,
Or some type of entertainment, throwing parties or something like in the city on the scene type shit. You feel me? So that's just what it is. You feel me?
so you said within basically like if somebody met you over the last like year, 2 years or so, like that's pretty much what you've been on. That's the time you've been on. So at what point in your life, like, did you really realize, yo, it's time to lock in? Like, this is really what I want to do. This is kind of the lane that I like. It's a lot to do in this entertainment industry.
Like I said, a year, 2 years ago, you feel me? Other than that, niggas just been, I've been writing music and all that stuff, just for fun in the neighborhood, at school. I done seen videos of me rapping in high school and shit. But more so, there's more to it than just the writing shit. So as niggas got older, started being around more business type people, you start really seeing like what, you really gotta do, the amount of money you gotta spend, places you gotta go, shit like that. Like just trying to really do it, bro, you feel me?
Got you. So something that you kind of just touched on that I want to get into a little bit more. You said money you got to spend. So I know for a fact that that's not the only sacrifice. That comes with not only branding yourself, but really, like you said, hopping into this lane, hopping into saying, "Oh, this is me. This is really what I want to do." So how important and how vital was sacrifice for you? How hard was it, to just adjust? Like you said, you was in a totally different space before you kind of got
Right.
into this music lane and everything. So when you got into this, when you really realized, yo, it's my lane, it's my path, and you realize you had to make a couple of sacrifices, spend some money sometimes and things like that. How did that make you feel? How did you adjust to something like
I
that?
mean, it's just you said the question was what type of sacrifices or how I just
Well, I mean, you could. I mean, if you want to get into the sacrifices, you can for sure. But I'm more so saying like knowing that you had to do certain things. Knowing that you had to promote yourself and really put yourself out there and like that. How did you make that adjustment? Like, how did you go from not being really in the entertainment industry to being only one Vic?
so man for real, bro. Like it's more so like type of like this is who I am as a person. You feel me? Like you say you know me from you feel me them days and stuff like that. But I didn't really. I mean, yeah, you gotta like what I'm saying. I stopped like as far as sacrifices like for a year or two, bro. I stopped doing everything, bro. Like you feel me? I ain't get a haircut for like 6 months, bro. You feel me? Everything, not buying shit. Like I walk outside looking like like a nigga who not having no type of emotion. Like everything was, you know what I'm saying? I gave myself 6 months. Like yo, after these 6 months, bro, I'm gonna be closer to where I need to be, type shit. Like you feel me? So whatever I gotta do to get there, You know what I'm saying? So it's really just as far as sacrifices. Like I sacrifice everything, bro. Like I don't go out. I don't be partying. I don't do none of that, bro. You feel me? I'm like all business all the time. You feel me? And then how did I feel about it? I mean, it just is what it is. As far as like you feel me, this is where I'm at. You feel me?
Right.
2190 people be saying that shit. So I done lost track of how many. You know what I'm saying? It just became what it was type
Facts.
thing. You feel me?
It's like a
Yeah,
habit.
a lifestyle for real.
Sure. So just looking at, everything that you've had to go through, everything that you've experienced, everything to this point, what's something that, you look back on yourself 2 years ago, you look at where you are now. What would you say is something that propelled you? What's a learning lesson? What's something that you always kept in the back of your mind that was just like, yo, like you said, you at one point you really said like, this is who I am. I'm not giving up. I'm not turning
Yeah.
back. But did you ever have any message? Was it ever any family members? Did you ever have any like side motivations or something that really, propelled you and really kind of kept you focused and kept you going?
More so just what I want out of life type shit. You feel me? What I want from all this shit. You feel me? I be telling my people all the time, what you do, like what people do, is based off what they want, regardless of what they say. You feel me? So it's just what I want in life, my nigga. Like rap shit aside, bro. You feel me? Just like how I live my life, how I expect to live my life. That's what motivates me, bro. 'Cause it ain't no other way type shit. And I'm not even talking about music. You feel me? I'm talking about like being like where I want to be type shit. You feel me? So I ain't want to like I tell my niggas, bro. Like you can ask my mama, bro. Like I just told my mama this shit the other day, bro. Like you remember, bro? You asked me what I want to be when I was a kid. I don't want to be no doctor. I don't want to be like every young nigga want to be a rap nigga. Every young nigga want to be in the league. If it ain't that, bro, like I'm trying to be me and I'm trying to be rich, nigga. You feel me? I don't want to be no doctor, no lawyer, no nothing, bro. You feel me? So that's why I say this is really who I am type shit. Like this is what it is type shit.
And I think sometimes that really takes a different type of individual. Because even thinking about, when I was growing up, everybody, somebody asks you what you want to be, somebody asks you what you want to do. You always went to the common professions, the cops. You want to go to the league. You want to be a teacher. You want to be that. So the fact that you not only
I
said
told
that like
somebody a
that
rap.
young,
I told one of my aunts a rapper when
yeah,
I was like 7. My mom pulled me to the side like, bro, how you gonna tell somebody you want to be a rapper type shit? And that's just that I ain't been by the books, bro. You feel me? So it's just what it is type shit.
So do you feel like you ever look back at any point in your process, whether it be from the 2 years ago, whether it be till now, is there anything you feel like, you could have avoided, you could have did differently? Or do you feel like, every part of your path, every part of this process was lined up exactly how it should be in order for you to get to where you are right now?
Letting time pass. You feel me? Niggas help let hella time pass. I'm grateful that I done, cause like I dropped a song 3 years ago. It's like at 25K right now. I ain't dropped no song after that. The first song I came back and dropped like shot up to like 20K. You feel me? So just being able to like have motherfuckers still really care about what you doing type shit. You feel me? Or like my grand post getting 100 comments, 1,000 views, all these. You know what I'm saying? Niggas really. But that's what it is when like you feel me? Like that's authentic. Bro. You feel me? Like niggas can see that type shit. Like, the type of person I am leads to the type of shit I do type shit. I'm not trying to. You feel me? Even diving into the music shit, the type of person I am already makes it easier to really be like, oh, that's I'm trying to hear what we're talking about. You feel me? Because just how I live my life and how I carry myself. You feel me?
Yeah, that's real. So now you even made a greater point for me. So we talk about the 25K, we talk about the 20K, we talk about the 100 comments on the gram. I done tagged you in a couple of pages. We done seen you get recognized by the big pages and everything like that.
Backwoods
So
not
what
hit
is it
me up
like?
like, yo, can I post your shit? You live, dude.
Yeah.
Like shit, go ahead, bro.
Let it
I'll
rock.
do it
Yeah, let it
backwoods.
rock.
You feel me?
Yeah. What do you feel like, what do you feel like it really took to get the authentic support that you have from people, whether it be ECU folks, whether it be your family, whether it be, I see a lot of times too, something that really impresses me about you is that you post a lot of people who are overseas, or sometimes people who pop up in the IG request that you don't even follow, or sometimes people who like, yo, I've been rocking with you for a minute, dog, and you might not even know them from anything. So what do you feel like it really took for you to get to that point where people are really like, yo, only one Vic, I like what he got going on?
just for like the little year where I done put out probably like 4 songs in a year, and that ain't even like I'm supposed to be doing way more. Like after this, after after we get on, you know what I'm saying? After we talk, you gonna realize like, yo, this nigga really picked it up type shit. You feel me? Like, it's just being consistent. You feel me? Like consistency and shit. Even if it is every month, like niggas seeing like, cause bro, look, I done had niggas right who I done seen niggas tap in with me from like 3 years ago type shit. Who re tapping back in with me when I start dropping again type shit. You feel me? So it's like niggas be wanting you to do this shit. You feel me? It's just consistency and shit. People seeing, cause if you be consistent with anything, bro, you gonna you feel me, get good at this shit. People gonna realize you feel me everything. So just a little consistency. You feel me?
Do you feel like because you something that I think about it, okay, so you say 2 years ago. So 2 years ago was really the start of the pandemic almost in a sense. Do you feel like the situation and the space that we entered and kind of are still in? Do you feel like that shaped how you move? Do you feel like that strengthened your consistency? Do you feel like that really made you lock in? Or was it just something that you had up here in your mind and you were just like, yo, no matter what happens, I'm staying locked in, like you said, 2190? Or do you think the pandemic kind of influenced that a little bit too?
Nah, yeah, it's crazy how everything worked out. Cause even like the first video I done put back out, like I think I shot that shit. I made the song and everything before the pandemic. You feel me? The pandemic really had it to where everybody at home, everybody on their phones, everybody on social media. Niggas started doing like uh, Instagram live parties and shit like that. You feel me? So niggas really just sitting down, nothing to do on their phones, bro. So for artists trying to like, you know what I'm saying, that helps. You know what I'm saying? Less distractions and all that. So like I would say like I was trying to do what I was trying to do before the pandemic, but it did help. Like so it was like good timing. You feel me? You feel me? It made shit make more sense as far as like trying to get in people's faces and stuff like that. So,
Sure. What do you thinking about, just the entertainment industry, thinking about how for some people this is really a goal, for some people this is really a lifestyle, for some people obviously you have people looking up to you. Obviously we have youth growing up with everything going on with hip hop, just music in general, entertainment. People are just looking at this industry. What do you say to somebody, who hasn't really entered this industry to the depth that you are, for somebody who's interested in the entertainment industry? What do you really say to an outsider looking in who doesn't really know too much about the entertainment industry and what you do?
shit, bro. I don't really got nothing to tell them, bro, because I'm still trying to, you feel me? I'm trying
Still
to
trying to figure
fake
it out. Yeah.
myself, bro. So, you know,
Yeah.
shit. This one thing I tell niggas though, because niggas be hitting me up about the music shit. I tell them drop videos, you feel me? As far as from like a
Yeah.
rapping aspect. Shit, like just be consistent content. You feel me? Just have that content. You know?
Gotcha. I think that hey, they said the same thing to me because it was crazy when I first started this. I was all audio, so I wasn't talking to people face to
Facts.
face like this. But it was more so me like I didn't want to swallow my pride. I didn't. For me, the goal that I had this was before the pandemic hit. I want to sit down with people. I want you to be here. I want to be on this side of the table. I want you to be on that side of the table, so I could catch real time reaction. We could really have that that connection. So for me, if I couldn't get that, I'm not with it. So I started. I said, let's keep it audio. But people kept telling me, yo, like I'm rocking with it. I like the sound. I like everything. They say, yo, if you could just add a visual aspect to it, it's gonna take you to a new level. You're not on YouTube yet. YouTube, an easy way to
Nah,
monetize, and make bread, and all of that. Look at things like that. So I kept hearing it. I kept shrugging it off, and eventually made the YouTube page. Saw the followers, saw the subscribers coming in, saw the views going up, saw more people hitting the IG. I said, damn. So you telling me this whole time I was in a sense blocking my blessing? I just ain't want to put that pride to the side. I just ain't want to get right for real, for real. So I definitely agree with you on that. But for me, that also leads me into the question of, do you feel like there's anything that you were neglecting, or there's anything that you kind of shied away from at first that now you're embracing like full 100%, that's really helping your growth?
shit. It's probably like little things up in there, you feel me? But I mean, just not nothing like necessarily for real, but like just shit like being consistent. You feel me? Like putting out more content, stuff like that. Like you know what I'm saying? It's not nothing that I was like, it's something I already know I should embrace. It's not like that's something that I didn't want to do and shit. It's just, you know, just shit. Niggas be doing shit every day, you feel me? Niggas have real shit going on every single day, bro, you feel
Facts.
me? And then I'm a
Yeah.
private person, bro. I don't really be like, you feel me? So it's like, naturally, I don't really be posting, bro. I don't be posting shit on the gram. But just like I said, content consistency, like, it's more than just the music. It's shit you doing every day. It's shit you putting on, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, you feel me? So,
I think a lot of people got into that space too. Like it's to the point where, like you said, they private. They don't really. I tell people sometimes too that I feel like if I wasn't really this involved, if I didn't have a business to promote, if I ain't really brand myself the way I did, I wouldn't be posting half the times the stuff I do. Like you think things like that, but it's just like when you think about, you got a crowd in a sense. You got people who follow you. You got people who waiting on things,
want to
looking
see
for
that
content, hitting you up like, yeah, like yo, like what's up? Like I was rocking with the last freestyler. I was rocking with
type
the last episode. Like when we getting more, you know what I'm saying? So then they kind of give you that, all right, I got to get back in my bag. I gotta,
for real.
I gotta
And
really get right. So I definitely feel
like
you.
you said, I always like if I go on my shit right now, bro, it's probably some like message requests from people who like talking about the music, bro. Like, you know? So just seeing that shit all the time, bro, like it's like damn, bro, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go to the studio, bro. I gotta record a song, bro. You know? It's, niggas, you got some motherfuckers for real who wanna see that shit, bro. That's the only reason niggas follow me, bro. I don't do
They on it,
nothing
right? They
else,
need that
bro.
content.
So niggas who follow me who don't know me for real in real life, like, that's why these niggas follow me, bro. To see
Yeah.
that type of shit, bro. You know? So it's like, I just gotta keep
They need that content, man. They said they need that
it
content.
real,
So something I really paid attention to, I guess, when I got to ECU, because I mean, coming from Philly, I guess is a different ball game for sure. But something I paid attention to with North Carolina a lot was just music, whether it be people like you who I knew like doing it locally, or even like big dudes. Like obviously, we can name a lot of big names in North Carolina. So just thinking about where you are in the entertainment, just thinking about what you do, where you're headed. What do you feel like the state of the music industry is right now in North Carolina? Like, do you feel like it's on the rise? Do you feel like it's declining? Do you feel like it's no real like y'all don't really have like a vibe yet? Do you feel like when people think of the entertainment industry, when people think of music and rappers and all of that, do you feel like NC comes up as a topic of discussion?
for sure. Just cause I really say we top heavy in NC. There's good artists throughout and shit like that, but you feel me? I mean, I don't really, you feel me? It's a couple that I fuck with and shit like that, but you know the names at the top, like the baby J Cole, like them names always gonna make TV
Yeah,
mention and shit. You feel me? Now, even niggas like Tusi and shit, you feel me? Coming up shit like that, but ain't shit. I see doing their thing though for real. It felt like we was more on the rise like 2 years ago type shit, but you feel me? That kind of feel like we just here like niggas know about this and shit.
yeah.
So yeah, I see definitely doing this thing though for sure.
I think so for sure. From the sports, man, to the music, and in education, y'all definitely got the entertainment industry. I feel like y'all definitely make a case for yourselves for sure, for sure. So, named a couple artists out there, but like just in thinking about what you do, the content you post, and the people that reach out to you, the people that's really rocking with you, trying to they really like the sound. Do people ever compare you to anybody, whether it be North Carolina based, whether it be mainstream, coming up underground, or is you kind of just like they kind of just adapt to you like who you are? Have you ever got any like comparisons of people out here that's really out here?
I get comparison. I've gotten comparisons to like big artists and shit, but more so just because of the whole singer rapping shit. You feel me? Niggas that do that, but
Yeah,
fucking for real, bro. I really like my niggas be telling me, and I know this shit. Like I don't really sound like no artist type shit. I may be
yeah,
influencing shit, got a similar sound or whatever. But when it comes to like my shit for real, like you can listen to my song, like, it sound like it's a newer type of like version of that whole melodic rapping shit everybody be having going on. So, I personally don't think I sound like anybody for real.
man. You in your lane, bro. For real, for real. So something that interests me a lot, just with creatives in general, whether you're an artist, whether you got your own business, entrepreneur, whatever the case you may be. I love the creative process. I love, how people derive motivation and inspiration for things. So where does that come from for you? Like, how do you how do you decide which freestyles you want to hop on? How do you decide, when you want to bring Tusi on and make brand new, and y'all kind of killed it with the visual and all of that? How do you, how do you wake up and just and get it popping for, like you said, you're doing something different every day. You really putting it in. You really making that consistency. But how do you decide, really where you want to put your energy and your efforts at?
It's just like the vibe, depending on how something feels. You feel me? Like just you know what I'm saying? Like not even really what's hot. Just I just be listening to shit. You feel me? Listening to a song and listening to a hear a beat or some shit. Man, I just try it. You feel me? Sometimes I might you feel me? You know what I'm saying? I just try the shit and just see how it sounds type shit. You feel me? Like the lemon pepper shit I
I
just
think,
put out. I was just up. I done heard the beat. I just wrote like two,
yeah,
3 lines to it, and I went to sleep. Woke up the next day. I'm like, yeah, this shit hard. And I went to listen to the song. You know? For real
yeah,
though. I didn't even know I wrote that shit the night before, bro.
yeah,
I think I wrote some shit. Let me see how this
yeah.
that shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit was hard, bro. That's how it really be for real. Just fire.
What's that? I love that. I love that. Just the vibe. Like some people, and that's what people kind of present me with too. Like so, because even like you kind of asked me before the podcast. So like, what we really, what we're about to get into, like what's popping with it. And for me, like sometimes I straight up tell people like, I don't know. Like I sometimes what I have, sometimes obviously I do my necessary research whether I know you, don't know you. But before I hit that record button, I was in here playing music. I'm in here listening to Drake, like having it my way, like just kicking it, just vibing. But it's just like for me, I'm in my zone. I know when I hit that record, I'm gonna hit you with something. I'm gonna come with something every time, and either I'm feeling it in the moment, or either I'll listen back to it and be like, oh, I could have did this differently, or I could have missed out. Or the next day I'll wake up like, I think I really did that, yo. I think I really, you gotta. I feel like, but you also gotta have that swag and that confidence too, because people just like sometimes too. They like, yo, like, how do you like, how do you just know to just go? And I'm just like, yo, when you like you said that 2190, but when you even just when it's here, when you get in that mindset of just like you really, I'm gonna do this regardless. I'm gonna make it happen. I know I'm gonna put out some things that you're not gonna please everybody, but at the end of the day, if you happy with what you're doing, can't nobody tell you nothing for sure, for sure. So yeah. So how do you like? So what is that feeling like for you? Like, because I've always wanted to like. I can't wait. I love the fact that I got an artist on now, but I always wanted to know like, what is it like? When you record a project, when you record a song, when you do a freestyle, and then you go back and listen to it that next day, and you really like, yo, I'm rocking with this. Like, how does that? What's that feeling like? How does that really make you feel?
Bro, I expect the shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I really expect the
Yeah.
shit, bro. 'Cause, bro, man. And I know, man, a lot of these motherfuckers may not know me, bro, who watching your shit. But really go listen to my music, bro.
Yeah.
Like niggas be like, shit. Niggas be like, you feel me? Like, bro, I could play my music for niggas right now, and niggas gonna look me in the face and be like, yo, who is that? What is that so and so? You feel me? My shit really like hard, bro. Like you feel me? Like I
Yeah.
really be talking about shit. I know how to talk about this shit, and I sound good talking about this shit. And what makes it the best, bro, is that I'm not capping. Nigga. You can look me in the this shit is really what it be, bro. You feel me? Like even though yes, some shit like I may be talking about from like some shit my partner did. I'm talking, you know what I'm saying? I'm like talking about his experience or some shit or whatever. But it's like, bro, this shit is real, bro. Like, I don't talk about nothing that I can't go out and really like touch. You know? So it's like, and my niggas be knowing that, and I feel like the people who listen be like getting a sense of that shit, bro. Because like I said, like if you know me for real, like the shit I talk about in my music sounds like the type of person I could be for real. You feel what I'm saying? So regardless
Yeah.
of what, you feel me? So it's like to answer your question though, bro, it's like, man, bro, I expect this shit, bro. Like that's why I'm putting it out, bro. Like I hear music, bro, regardless of if it's mine or not. The shit trash, the shit trash, bro. You feel me? It's just no way around it, bro. You feel me? My niggas gonna tell me
Yeah.
it's trash. Yo, my niggas tell me all my shit is hard because all the shit I bring to them is hard, bro. Like these, you know what I'm saying? This is what it be. And if they don't like it as much as that one, they gonna be like, it's straight, but I fuck with this harder. Like, you feel me? It's just whatever.
That's real.
But this shit's
That's
still
real.
hard, bro. You feel me? What I'm
I
about to
love
put
that
out
though,
is
but I love the
crazy,
fact.
bro. Like, niggas gonna watch that shit and be like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Like, you feel me? It's crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
Facts. I love that. I really think that. That's important. Something we talk about a lot on previous episodes, but just being, being on your own, being your own brand, being your own label is a support system. People don't realize how important it is, to have people in your corner. And it's not even necessarily to say that these people gonna rock with everything that you do, that they just gonna, hype you up, gas you up, sugarcoat it for you. No, like you said, sometimes for you gonna put out something, but you know that if you bring it to your guys, they gonna tell you the real. They gonna say, oh, all right, look, this one was hard, Vic. I ain't gonna lie, Vic. You gonna shock the streets with this one. You
You
bring
know
out
what I mean?
another
Like
one.
this vibe harder, bro. You might need to drop this one
Rocking with
first.
like
You know
right, right,
what I mean?
right. Like I'm rocking with that one, but yo, this last one you put out, this joint was really the one. I ain't saying this one ain't gonna be a hitter, but this already a hitter. This a banger. This one gonna touch it. So I feel like you need people like that. Though. You don't need yes men in your life, bro. Especially for the lane that you in, because the lane that you in, people hype you up all the time, bro. You could be putting out straight trash, but it's just because that's my guy or that's my brother or we grew up, we got history and bro. But if that's your brother, if that's really your guy, if you really want to see him, get to the next level. You gotta tell him he putting out some trash. Like, yo, I'm pretty sure when Baby be in the studio and Drake and them being, 40 be looking back at him or Weezy be looking over at Gunna like, yo, I don't know, bro. Like this is something about this one. Like,
And my niggas be in the
you put out
studio with me, bro. So like while I'm making the shit, bro, I'm like, you feel me? Like, what you think about that? Like, nah, that's not it, bro. You gotta say some other shit. That won't it. You feel me? My niggas really be in the stew with me recording this shit. You feel me? So it's like niggas, niggas make the shit for real, bro. Niggas, it be lines in the song is not it, bro. You feel me? And I be feeling like, yo, I don't really fuck with this line. What y'all think? Or you could say some harder shit, bro. You feel me? That's how I be in that bitch, bro. You feel me? So, cause they name on the shit too, bro. These my peoples. They gonna be posting my shit. They gonna be with me at the shows, performing and all that shit. So like, niggas wanna really be fucking with the shit for real, not just cause I'm their mans, bro. If my mans ain't good at fixing cars, bro, I ain't gonna let that nigga fix my car, bro. I don't care if that's my man. You
feel me?
So same with the music shit, you feel me?
Yeah. And I love that. I love the fact that you recognize that everybody got their own little, everybody got their own contribution to something. Everybody got their own piece to the puzzle. Everybody fit in a different way. I think that that's important, bro. You got to have, it's different strokes for different folks. Everybody just can't do everything. Everybody can't go, one, but it also goes to speak to the support. People don't realize, like, yo, it's not hard to support, bro. We was even kind of rapping about it a little bit before we started about how, I'll repost. I'll tag you tag me in the comments. It takes 2 seconds. But you'll repost Ari, you'll repost Moneybag getting the 28.8 acres. That don't got nothing to do with
I don't
you or
even
nothing like
repost
nothing
these
in that space.
motherfuckers, bro. And shout out to them niggas. Like, I
Exactly.
don't know these niggas, bro. You feel me? Like,
Just
I don't
off of
know these
love,
niggas.
bro.
I mean,
I
shout out to
promise you.
Ari. I done met her a couple times, throwing parties and shit. She cool as fuck.
Oh, for sure.
Like, not them, just on general, like the whole famous shit. Like, I don't know these niggas, bro. I only post my niggas, bro. You feel me? That's just what it is, bro. You follow me
It's
on
to
the
the point
gram,
where people don't
bro. You
realize,
know,
like,
you posting
yeah.
niggas I don't know, regardless of what your status is, bro. You feel me?
Yeah. And I think that's, people get lost in that status, people get lost in that hype, people get lost in that glitz and that glam. But it's to the point where I checked your page recently. I checked your page a couple of days ago when you had hit me back. I was like, damn, I got some of my mutuals following him. They don't even know him. But it must have been when I reposted it. It must have been when I tagged him or something. People don't realize, bro, that
That shit,
support,
bro.
it go along. It's so minimal, but it goes along. You never know who, bro. Somebody always watching somewhere. Like, people don't dig that. People be following these same pages that was reposting you and
People
tagging
be
you. And I was
DMing
looking
my
at the
niggas, bro.
comments.
No cap from them, like, yo, like, when he dropping that shit fire, bro. Y'all niggas hold
And
like
bang,
keep getting
pop.
it in, you feel me? Shit like that. You feel me? So it's like, that's just how
Yeah,
it be, bro.
facts. But, something that I'm interested in is like, what's something that people don't know about you that you feel like, like you said, you a private person kind of. I ain't asking you to disclose nothing crazy or nothing, but obviously people look at you. People see the image. People see what you're doing. People see the features. People see what you got going on. People see how you move. But through all of that, through all of the smoke and mirrors and all of that, what do you feel like is something that people really don't know about you? But at the end of the day, you really take a lot of pride.
Oh, then I tell you, I was about to say, it's a lot of shit motherfuckers don't know about.
I mean, look, yeah, I had to get a little specific with you. I was about to say it's probably a
Yeah.
lot we don't know about Vic.
That I
Yeah,
take pride in, bro. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna say this, bro. That I take real pride in, and my niggas vouch for this shit, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, I really like fuck with my people, bro. Like, you feel me? I don't like when I say my people, bro. Like, I done cut it down so crazy, like, you feel me? Because it's just, it's just how it be, bro. You feel me? Not everybody out here really fuck with you, bro. So it's like my niggas that I really fuck with, that I call my dogs, bro. Like I really fuck with them niggas. I take pride in that shit, cause like niggas be really like on some hating shit, not really fucking with their peoples. And that's one thing about my peoples that I got around me, bro. Like, you think we all really brothers, bro? Like we call each other cousins and shit. We not even related for real. You feel me? Like, we don't even call each other nigga. Like, hey, that's my cousin. That's my cousin. You feel me? So it's like that's just how we moving, bro. You feel me? I take pride in that shit because niggas don't be fucking with the niggas they be around for real, bro. You feel me? Niggas be dry hating, pillow talk, all types of weird shit that my niggas can't even do, bro. You feel me? My niggas can't even do no shit like that. I take
You
pride in
were
that.
saying sometimes it be the ones, yeah, it be the ones that you think is the closest to you that just be waiting on that downfall. That just be waiting on you to slip one time, or not have it together, or just catch you lacking, or however it goes. So yeah, and that's treacherous. That's scary to think about. That sometimes a person who you thought was really rocking with you, really all the way with you, just waiting on the opportunity, bro. So the fact that you really got this, but I think that says a lot about you as a person, as your character, as who you are. You're not just going to let everybody in that circle. You're not just going to bring people around because you need support or because you need this or you need that. You're
But
going to get
it's to
everything
the
that you got to
point.
get out the
It's to
mud.
the point, bro. If I bring somebody to my mama, bro, and be like, "Yo, mom, that's my dog right there." She love that nigga off rip because she know I don't fuck with people. Bro. She know people that used to sleep in my crib, used to wear like we used to share clothes, bro. Some kid shit. Yeah, I can't even like feel me. Like, so, like, that's some crazy shit. I be telling my niggas that.
Nah, for real.
Cause I bring a nigga to my mama, be like, "Yo, mom, that's my nigga." She going like she
Yeah,
fucking with you off rip, bro. Cause she already know how I rock. She know I don't fuck with people, bro. I can,
you ain't about to bring nobody around that they ain't
bro.
solid. Yeah,
So that's one thing. That's
yeah,
funny though. Like I be like, "Yo, mom, this tomorrow. This one of my dogs. She gonna fuck with you off rip, nigga. She gonna be asking me about you everything. Cause you know, if you my dog, bro, that
yeah.
you a real solid nigga, bro. Cause she love all my niggas that I be around. Like that's how
That's love.
crazy that shit is, bro.
That's love. That's
That,
deep love. Like that. Yeah,
that's how really tight knit. Like I feel me?
yeah. Sure. I love that. So what do you feel like, moving forward? The year is almost over. We're about to enter 2022. We still in this space, so we got a lot going on. But obviously that don't stop the show. That don't stop the grind. So, I got people on IG Live. I got people who gonna be tapping into this. Your folks gonna be tapping into this. People who we probably don't even know gonna be tapping into this. What can they expect from you moving forward? What's something that's in the works? What's something that you about to debut without spoiling nothing or teasing too much? But what can people expect from Vic moving forward?
Just hella songs, bro. And not just songs, just other shit too. Like you feel me? Like I wanna, be more. You know what I'm saying, to my community, bro. Like I want, cause it's crazy. I was on the phone with somebody, bro. I was telling like one of my partners, bro, how like, bro, I give money out to homeless people and shit like that. Like it's just one man who be at the food line by my crib, bro. I gave this man a 20. I try to give him a 20 like at least once or twice a week. You feel me? Just cause you know what I'm saying, like shit like that. I really be like every day, every time I see a homeless like person, like or somebody on the street, I'm pulling over $5, $7, 4 ones. I do this shit every single day. Bro. I told you I'm a private person, bro. You feel me? Like,
Yeah,
I can't, cause I be having real conversations with these people, bro. I can't like put a camera in your face like that shit. Like,
yeah, it's too much, bro.
arts, you know what I'm saying? But like, I realize sometimes you gotta, you feel me, like show motherfuckers like things like that. So aside from music and shit like that, I want to really like help out in my community, bro. Like take food, you know what I'm saying? Take food, pass it out like 100, whatever, bro. Burgers, pizza, whatever. Trying to look down kids, you feel me? They need shit, you feel me? Book bags, you feel me? Food, shit. Like, I really want to do that because that should be important. I feel like we don't be thinking about that, you feel me? But just music and being really trying to be like a, you know what I'm saying, somebody like a little kid could look up to, like, oh yeah, like bro be out here like and his music hard too, like in my city. Even if I never pop, bro, I'm gonna be a nigga in my city, bro. Like, I'm gonna be like one of them niggas in my city. Niggas know like the music hard and he really be putting on for the city. Bro. That's just something I ain't never cared about, bro. nigga. Niggas ain't have it. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
I'm an immigrant, my nigga. Like niggas came over here like trying to make something out of nothing, nigga. You feel me?
Crazy,
So like
crazy life.
the shit, like you feel me? That's just some shit. Like shit. When I was younger, that shit would have turned me up. Like I would have been like, yo, that nigga lit, bro. Like this nigga gave me a book bag full of shit, bro. My shit like empty.
Yeah,
You feel me? Like even though my people's trying, but shit, life hard. You feel me? Like, this shit like
hard.
that really being like a real stand up nigga in the community, bro. And that shit matter too. Music and just being doing shit the motherfuckers can really fuck with, like film shit like that.
You talk about that behind the scenes. I think that that's a crucial point because like a lot of people think that just because you got a name, just because you got status, just because you got money, just because you popping or you the dude in your city or whatever, that you got to broadcast everything that you do. Like you said, I'm not about to walk because I'm big on that. Coming from Philly, born in New York, like bro, you see
Yeah,
homelessness all the
yeah,
time, and what is that, bro? It hurts you because it's just like yo, you don't. People quick to assume things. You don't know. Everybody got a different type of life, bro. Everybody done been through things. You don't know what type
bro.
of situations they was placed in.
Um,
But instead of placing that judgment, instead of knowing that, bro, you could be one accident away from homelessness.
bro,
You could be one mispayment, one missed check away from
that's
homelessness and all of that. But you out here judging a man because he missed that check. He got in that accident, or he just ain't had an
that,
opportunity. So, but then on top of that, when you broadcast it, it's just like, bro, who you got stuff to prove to. So that's why I hate when people like get on the big platforms and it's just like, yo, why he not doing this or why he not doing that or why he only gave that much or this much. Well, he ain't have to do nothing for real.
that.
And for me, you talked about behind the scenes, how you do this all the time and nobody would never know had you stepped on this
It's
podcast and
crazy
did it
when I
all the
talk
time.
about it because that shit's so normal. Like it's literally every
Yeah,
day. Like my shorty right
yeah.
here with me. Like every time I see a nigga on the side of the road, I'm reaching in my pocket or in my book bag. Now,
Grab it. Yeah, find something.
yo,
Right.
if I got 15 ones, I'm gonna give her 15 ones. Like even if fuck it, I'm gonna get rid of all these ones, you feel me? Shit like that.
Yeah,
So some people gotta see that shit though. Like they say it inspire motherfuckers and all that shit. So it's like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But not with something like that. Like, let's say like a food drive or some shit.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah. Well, nah, that's
Something
I
like
feel like that's
that, you
totally
feel
different.
me?
Why? Yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah, that's a community
That
impact.
turn
But I
other
think
niggas
too,
up too, you feel me? Like fuck it,
oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna donate something, you feel me? Everybody getting money, right?
yeah, motivate.
Yeah,
I saw the two. I can't remember who it was. It might have been DDG. He was giving out pizza.
yeah, fact.
He gave out like 40 boxes. People on there talking about something. Oh, well, why is Little Caesars or like why you pick that? It's the cheap. Bro, what? Like, come on, dog. Like, but then you scroll through some of the other comments, you got other verified people, a couple other artists, yo, let me know when the next one is.
Facts,
I'm
bro.
with you. I'll match whatever you do. And that's what like that's what you need, bro. It's just like, yo, instead of, worrying about this is why people don't broadcast stuff because it's just like when you do or when you put them on camera or whatever, now you're getting judged. Now it's not enough for bro. But what you doing for the community? What you doing in your own city? What you doing to give back to the youth, your own family, all of that. So it's just like, yeah, the fact that whatever you do, go behind closed doors, and you okay with that? That's cool, bro. And I think that say a lot about a lot of these other people. You only seeing what we let you see. You only seeing what I
Facts,
decide to post or what I decide. You don't know what I'm doing when these cameras off. You don't know what I'm doing when I hit stop recording, when I hop in my car, when I get to the crib, whatever. So I think that's important, bro. So before we wrap things up, before we close things out, dog, is there anything you feel like we haven't talked about with you, whether it's come to personal life, whether it come outside of music, whether it come with music, anything you feel like you just want the people to know?
Nah, shit, man. Follow me on Instagram, the real only one Vic, Twitter only one Vic,
Yeah,
YouTube, TikTok, all of that. You feel me? And I'm about to drop this song called Vegas. It's on the way. You feel me? Single original song, and it's
nice.
gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Say no more.
I'm gonna put it
That's
everywhere.
important, man. Yeah, I was excited, man. It was definitely like my boy said. He busy. He do a lot. He got a lot going on. It was a lot to get in contact with him, but at the end of the day, it's all love, bro. I knew that.
I
I said, bro,
appreciate you, my
let
nigga,
me
for
get back.
real. Cause like you
Oh,
know, I
thank you,
fuck with
bro.
what you doing for real. I wouldn't even been on this.
It's
It's
all love. It's just no love. Like I said, we all in our own
niggas
lane. But at
working,
the
bro.
end
You
of the
feel
day,
me? That's what it's
yeah,
about.
yeah. And I'm telling you though, bro. Like from I'm watching. I see that. Like I said, that's why I'm not afraid to tag you. I'm not afraid to repost. I'm not afraid to comment the fire to be like,
Facts.
yo, that's
And you been
thorough, man.
doing
You
that too,
strong. That's
bro,
what
for
you.
real.
Yeah,
I
you know I
appreciate
got
that
you,
shit
bro.
for
It's all
real.
already. So like my guy said to the IG live followers, make sure y'all tap in. We definitely going. Get them everything in the bio, get all the information, look out for everything. But from me to you, bro, just keep doing what you're doing. I love it. I appreciate it. Just continue to stay safe, man. Like you said, just continue to be that role model, that impact
Facts,
in your community, that impact in your city. It's not about, blowing up. It's not about making headlines all the time. It's about, staying authentic, staying your truth, being thorough, being 100 going to take you further than anything. Selling your soul, compromising, whatever it gets to. So all love, bro. I definitely appreciate you. So to everybody out there, who continue to tap in, continue to show love. I appreciate y'all, man. This has been another episode of the Down to Business podcast with Tamar Turner.